Hey everybody, Richter Knives here, your favorite knife tuber, episode number 171. Today I'm going to show you all my leather slips and get you a drink, maybe a Lord's drink, you know, Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. I need some. Let me take a drink. It's good stuff. Spicy. All right, so I'm going to show you all my leather slips. I have a bunch. I have like a box of them. I'm going to show you one by one. I did not put the knives in them. Some of these share knives and you know, aren't dedicated to one knife, so I didn't put them all in there. I'm just going to show you the leather. The ones that are dedicated, I'll kind of tell you what goes in it. But this right here, we'll start with this one, is the first slip that I ever put the R on. OGR for Richter. I picked out this leather because it had a big scar across it. You see that? And I thought it would give it like a super looking cool character. Now I think it really did. And my first intent was to brand that R. And I think you can tell inside there, if you look, some black inside the R where it did kind of burn it. But then once I figured out, you know, you have to have that dude screaming hot. And it took a lot of work to do that. I'm like, you know what? I did brand a couple things, and I'm like, you know, I'm not going to brand it. I'm just going to beat on this thing and stamp it. And that just kind of became my, you know, maker's mark. And surprised me when everybody wanted a slip with an R on it when I first began doing this. And because I thought, you know, why would somebody named John want an R on their slip? You know what I mean? Anywho, but it kind of became a thing. I really like this when it's been through the washing machine. You can tell it's kind of folded the corners down, and it's just starting to get its shine back and patina again. So I'm super happy with this one. It's probably one of my most carried slips right here. Anyways, next, this one is from Skulls and Hides. Check it out. Don't mess with sea gangs, pirates, real pirates. And check that out. That's cool. I really dig this. And the leather on this is like, you know, super premium nice. I'm just super happy to have this one. This was given to me by Skulls and Hides, and just to check out. So I've done a video on this. You can go back and look at it. But I got, you know, 4, 5, 6 slips. I can't remember. I gave one away just because there was one that I just thought should have went to a friend of mine in the knife community, and so I gave it to him. Anyways, this one's really cool. You'll see a bunch of these. I like it. Next one is from Georgia Adventurer. This is one of his coffin slips. I love these coffin slips. There's just so much character in this. He does all kind of different stuff with the coffin slips. Different, what do you call it? I guess different ways he does these. They don't all have this wood. They don't all have the skull and bones and everything like that. But this one's pretty cool. He put this little hole here. I'm pretty sure just for character. I don't think it really has a real function. Very cool. I keep my red Sodbuster Junior Delrin in here. Next is going to be this grid slip. This is one of my older slips that I made. I really like this leather. Kind of check that out. This one has a lot of patina and a lot of wear. You could tell on the back side where it kind of formed to the knife. See? It just slick up real nice on these. I love working with this leather. It's almost like a cheat code. It's super easy to work with. I like the way it darkens up. See? Neve's Knives just put one of these on his video. And I was pretty stoked about that. That was pretty neat of him to do that. It has one of these small eyelets. I like the big ones now. Back then, this is what I had, so I used it. But when I seen the bigger eyelets, I started using those. Still like the slip. Still carry it. This one came with a trade from Doggone John. My buddy over there, he's got a YouTube channel and an Instagram. Go follow him. It has the snake on it. He kept his blue Viper in here. I traded my Viper for his Viper. And this came with it. So I had my own Viper slip. This one doesn't get a lot of use. I think I've used it one time. But pretty cool slip. And then this one right here is a jig slip that I done. I made this for my copperhead, and I was looking at the copperhead saying, how can I really match this? And it was jigged, and I'm like, I wonder if I could jig that and make it look just like it. And I'll be dadgum if I didn't do it. So this one has a serious amount of character in it. Look at the jigging on that. And then I kind of filled that in right there with a little bit of more filler character, kind of replicating that jig bone type thing. And then I put the Texas on the back with the C for case and the XX. See the shape of it, Texas. And I really like this and fits my case copperheads perfect. It's one of my favorites that I've made for myself. And then this one is one that I made kind of going for a micarta texture, like a canvas micarta, something like that. And I carry this one quite a bit too. I just made it not too long ago, but I have been carrying it quite a bit. Mostly it's been housing my 32 GEC conductor. I think that's what it's called, or engineer, something like that. This one is from my good friend, my OG. This is a carrot slip from Erica's EDC. And I carry my 73 jig bone in here. You can almost see the jig part ingrained on there. Look at how it's shaped. Straight to my knife. I wish I had the knife in it to show you. But it matches really well. Erica just started doing leather not too long ago, and she's nailing it. She's doing a great job. Super proud of her. She picked it up quick. I love this slip mostly because it's from her, and she gave this one to me. I need to buy some from her. Go check out Erica's EDC. She makes good slips. This one right here is from Steven. And Steven is one of my friends on Instagram. He watches my YouTube. He has his on YouTube. And it's Sanctified Leather. And this is, I believe, the second slip he ever made. And he gifted this to me. And I love this slip. He done a great job, especially for his second time. If you would have seen my second slip, you would have laughed at me. But the stitching is really nice. I like the pattern. I like the cut off here. And he does some seriously cool stuff. He's mastered the dyeing on them now. This one being one of the earlier ones, it's not as nice as his newer ones, but I'm super tickled to have this one. And I like it just the way it is. Thank you, Steven. Let's see what else I got here. This one didn't take the R very well, so I just kind of kept it for myself. And the leather's really thin on it. It does, what do you call it? It holds its shape pretty good when you put a knife in it. And it feels really good. It smells really good. I forgot, is this Buttero 3 ounce? Maybe. Botero, I think that's how you say it. Some kind of Italian leather. Sometimes I keep my seconds, some mistakes or whatever. This one is going to be from Kent Smith, one of my good buddies on Instagram. Great leather worker. And check out the stitching on that. Is that crazy? I super dig that. I like how it's all X's. Then he's got the double X. He's got the American stamp on the back, the US flag, and then his maker's mark, KJ Leatherworks. I really like this slip. Very cool. Done the edges up. Got them blacked out. Very cool color too. I like the color on this. Kind of a maroonish mahogany something or other thing in the stuff. I really like that slip. He done a great job. This one is from Duty's Daggers. Kevin over there at Duty's Daggers. And he made this for me for one of my 15 GCs. I don't have 15 G. Yeah, I do have 15 GCs. But GC 15. That's what I'm trying to say. This one has the camo. Very cool. Look at the stitching on that. Is that not perfect? Killed it. Killed it. Looks really good. This is a pueblo olive, I believe. And then the camo on the back. Very good. I think he calls this the tapered slip. Good job, man. I really like this slip. And then this one is from Epoch Leather. You got to check out his website or his Instagram. Super crazy cool looking. He's got all kinds of different designs. This one, see the cowboy on there? Looks laser etched. It's kind of a skull with a cowboy hat. I dig that. Cowboyish with in the coffin design. I really like it. And then he's got his logo on the back. I believe he gave me 2 of these. I dig it. Really dig it. And there's quite a few knives I actually put in here. And it looks really good with a stag knife just because of the color of it. It's natural. Love it. Let's see what else I got here. This is one of my most carried and most favorite slips. This one's by Lynch leather. It's a ghost leather. I really, sorry, I'm digging the design. Just, it's got the lanyard hole here. And it's got this kind of cut off. He's got the bottoms rounded. I usually keep mine squared so they don't roll in my pocket. But this one really doesn't. It's not rounded off too much. And I just love everything about this. You got, you know, one side taller than the other stitching. You got the knives crossed here on the front. And just look at the patina on that, how shiny it is. All that wax being gone. You can kind of tell where the knife was, where it rubs against my jeans. Love this thing, man. It's so comfortable. I like it. And then, what else? This one, J.O. Ventures made me this. Look at the deer on there. That is so cool. I like the deer stamp. I usually keep my case trapper in here. But I don't carry my case trapper a lot. This one hasn't gotten a lot of use. I've carried it probably about 6 or 7 times. Just because I think the case trapper's heavy enough right now without a slip. So I usually don't carry my case trappers in a slip for the most part. But every now and then I'll bring this one out just to do it because I really like this slip. Look at the shine on it. Woo! Shiny. I dig that. I dig that. He polished that up good. It looks really cool. What else we got? This one is for my ORJ Ohio River Jack. This is a Northwoods leather. This is probably my favorite design on any knife slip. So universal. You could see the shape of the ORJ Ohio River Jack. And it kind of sticks out to about right there. But I love this leather. You can even see the jigging on that. It's almost like the knife is in there. I don't know what kind of leather this is, but good night. It patina's like crazy. Love the stitching. He's the first one I've seen that done this on a knife slip. This stitching to the side really looks good. A lot of people have copied that. This is really nice. You know, if I was to have, you know, one design that I like the most, this is probably my favorite design out of any slip. Just the shape of it and the stitching and stuff. It looks really cool. What else I got? A whole bunch of these things. Goodness gracious. This is a Pueblo slip that I made. Kind of a patriotic theme. I keep some Jack Wolf knives in here. And I've got the red and white stitching on the blue Pueblo. And it's got a lot of patina. You see it darkened up. It was a lot lighter than this. I like the double stitch on a slip. I think that looks pretty cool. I went without the lanyard hole just because I didn't want to scratch up the bolsters. And this is really easy to work with. I love using this Pueblo leather. This one is a saw cut slip that I made, and I made it for myself because I kept making everybody else a saw cut slip, and I just wanted one this color. I don't know if I ever made anybody else one this color. It's I mixed some red and some brown together, and that's what it come out. And then I kind of put this black on it just to kind of give it a little character. You can see the saw cuts are kind of stop and they're kind of random. See what I'm saying? So I really like the saw cut look. I like the slip. Carry it a lot. Here's another one that I made. This is a ghost leather slip with my logo on it, Richter knives. You could tell how much I've used this. Quite a bit. And this is the bigger grommet that I use now. I don't really use a lot of black ones. I use the antique brass, but it went with the black thread, so I just threw that on there. I carry my Jack Wolf, I think it's a Benny's clip in this one. So there's that one. Then we got this one, which came with my Johnny on the spot. I've never used it, carried it, anything. And it's got this bicycle tool on it, which is pretty neat. It's got this lightning logo on it. Just not really a fan of this slip. I don't know. It's just not my jam. And it's kind of hard to get the knife out. It's a 3-bladed thick knife, so I don't want to shake it to try to get it out. So I made another slip for it. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. This is what I actually do carry my Johnny on the spot in. Right here. Fits in there great. This is a wood grain texture that I added to that leather. Put my R on it, and it's a gold stitch. Has the handmade logo on the back. I really dig that wood grain texture. And the OG R on there. And it's got this at the top, just kind of cut out here so you can snag it out of there a little easier. Really nice edges. I'm kind of proud of this slip. I love carrying it. This one is my cowboy slip. I wanted a slip to look like an OG holster. You know what I mean? Like you'd put an old 6-gun revolver in there, and not to carry on my belt, but just a slip to put in my pocket. This one I put my 43 GC in, and it fits perfect. And the lanyard kind of comes out to right here. Knife sits here, lanyard kind of lays over. It's just perfect for that. It fits in there like a glove. This is a Pueblo whiskey leather, I believe. Oh, dropping everything. Sorry about that. I dig this. I think I'm gonna make a few more of these. I like it. This one is a old school KSF leather slip. Came with the Northwoods that I got. And, you know, I carry my GC 99 Wall Street in here just because it reminds me of the old, I say old, probably about 10 years old, stuff that I used to see when I first started digging knives and watching videos and stuff like that. Kind of gives that same vibe to me. So let's see, this one is a skulls and hides as well. Would you look at that? Look at that. That is so cool looking. The dye job on that is kind of rustic. See the green on there? Just kind of, you know, wiped on there. It looks really nice. The stitching color looks great with that green. Here's the backside. Beautiful. Beautiful. They do an awesome job. Great edges. Fit and finish is perfect. They're killing it over there. This one was a gift from SD Leatherworks. And she sent me this. Sarah is her name. There's her logo. And she got the American flag on there. She got some tooling all the way around. That's neat. I like the color of this slip, the dye job on it. She done some tooling on the front with some stars. And then the Texas, she hand tooled that. What a gift, man. I really like this. I put my 97 in here because it's really tall. And that knife really fits real well in there. I've got a Remington cowboy knife. That's what goes in here. And then this is another slip from Duty's Daggers right here. This, I believe, is the first one that he sent me. He's got a D on there. No, this might be the second one. This is one of his very first slips, I think. Man, he just started, I guess, when he made this. And you could tell how good he got real quick at stitching. Just really smart guy. This is another one from him. And he's got the Handmade in USA stamp on it. It's another tapered slip with the camo. And then it's got, this looks like a maroon or purplish looking leather. Look at the edges on that. Dead on. Kevin knows what he's doing. Here's another one from Sanctified EDC. Leather. I'm sorry, Sanctified Leather. Steven. And he's got a new stamp. See? Sanctified Leather. It's some mountains. It's the feller. And it's got the cross. I dig the cross, so I really wanted the slip. I like this, how wide it is. And this is a whiskey pueblo. Really nice leather. Gets a really good patina. Handmade stamp on the back. Good slip. Here's one that my good friend, Joe from Messer HQ, sent me. And I put my copper locks in this one. He's got his logo there, MHQ from Messer HQ. And he stitched that on up. I love the color of this blue. It's shiny. Woo! Shiny! I dig this one. And that's a really good hard veg tan. Yeah. We got some more to go. Here's one of mine that I put my, what do you call it? My Northwoods Bear Lake, my blueberry micarta one. It matches the stitching perfect on this with the blue stitching. I believe this is the second slip I ever made with that R on it. Got the edges did up. There you go. This one is another Northwoods leather slip, and he gave me this slip with a knife in it. This had a case Barlow with bone stag, matches great, and I thought that was pretty cool of him to send me that gift. And I love the slip. Like I said, this is one of my favorite designs. I'll always like that one. And then what else we got? Here is one from Doggone John he made me. It has a big R on it, and it's supposed to look like wood right there. Neat. And I keep my Nipix pliers in there. You can see how it's kind of shaped irregular because of the way the Nipix pliers go in there. A knife hasn't been in there. And there's his logo. Check out Doggone John and subscribe to his YouTube. Follow him on Instagram. What else we got? We're getting down there. We're getting down there. We got another Epoch slip. This one is cool. Look at that cowboy on there. My 15 GECs. There I go again. My GEC 15 fits in here really well. So that's what I put in here. I like how you can kind of see where the knife was right there. Neat. Love his slips. Check out his stuff too. He's got cool stuff. This is one of mine. I made this with the wood grain and my new logo. And black and red I thought went good together, so I put red stitching on that one. And I started carrying my Jack Wolf Benny's clip in here. I did carry it in here, but as soon as I seen this one, it just matched it so much better. So I started carrying this one. I like the logo. I'm a little biased. I don't know. I really dig it. I'm dropping everything I have. That's fine. And here's one that I keep my GEC 71 in. I keep the 71 bullnose, and I keep the calf pin in here, my farm and field. And I love these antique brass lanyards, lanyard hole thingy-mabob thing, hickeys. And with that grid leather, look at the patina on that. This is one of my favorite leathers. Legit. Has the OD green stitching to match the covers on my farm and field knives. This one is another one from Skulls and Hides. One of my favorite slips right here. And I keep my saw cut TC Barlow in here. Or both of my TC Barlows anyway. Look at that. This is I ain't kidding you. I'm gonna tell you this. This is probably the best leather I've ever held in my hand. Now, he says on his website what it is, and it comes from another country. It's hard to get. I wish I remember the name of it. You can go check that out. But this leather right here is the most patinaing, just best smell. It smells like a saddle shop, and it's not new anymore. It's just ridiculous looking. The camera does not do this justice. It's beautiful. It darkens up. Look at the rich color on it. Cool looking stamp. I dig that. This one goes to my Yellow Rose GC 86. And I got this one from Beard and Owl. There's a logo right there, Beard and Owl. And I seen the Texas on this. As he was making it on his Instagram, he had a photo of both sides of this. It wasn't stitched or glued yet. He had this showing and this showing. I seen the Texas, and I'm like, then I seen that, I had to have it because I just had bought a Yellow Rose. And he just asked me what color stitching I wanted. And at first I said yellow, and he said he didn't have yellow, so I went with black. Just kind of looks classy. I dig it. Because you know I'm about Texas. There you go. That's a beautiful slip, by the way. Look at the edges on that. She's a thick. Man, I got a pile here. This one goes to my 86 GC. I bet you can tell which knife it goes to. My saw cut blade forms knife. And me and Bryson Hawkins have the same slip for the same knife. So I made them at the same time. I put the Made in Texas stamp right there. I dig the saw cut. Matches the knife real well. Is that it? Nope. I got a few more here. This one I have not carried yet. I haven't put anything in this. I just think it's stinking beautiful. I'm waiting on the right knife. Look at the pirate ship on that. That's crazy. Look at here's the backside. This is part of the group of slips that Skulls and Hides sent me. I think this is gorgeous. And I just need to find a black knife good enough to go in here. I just need to do that, I guess. But I love this slip. Saving it for the right knife. And this one is from my buddy Noah Clark. He has a YouTube, Clark Knives. Check that out. He used a hook to put a C on there. Burn that in there. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Noah. This was a gift from him. Okay, a few more. Stay with me. Here we go. Okay, so I've got this one. This one is a Jack Wolf slip. Look at the leather on that. I think it's something marbled. Oh God, what is it called? I wish I knew. I think it's Horween. That's gorgeous. And like I said, this is my favorite design of a slip. Beautiful. I put my Pioneer Jack in here, and my titanium Pioneer Jack, and this thing is just insane. One of the prettiest slips I've seen. It's got that cool Jack Wolf logo on there, which I think Jack Wolf has probably the coolest looking logo in knives. Beautiful. And then last one. I know you've been waiting. Here is my beaver tail slip. My buddy Jonathan, who I learned how to do leather from, Jonathan Roberts, I've actually been in his shop. He's literally showed me. He spent, I could guess hours. I've spent hours in his shop with him as he showed me how to stitch. He showed me, gosh, how to do edges, everything. And when I got that Beaver Tail 85 GC, I knew I had to have a beaver slip. I didn't have the talent to do this, but I gave him full creativity. I said, just make me a beaver slip. So this is what he did. Beaver tail on the back. See? And then he just, look at the detail in there. Look at the grass and the stump. The rocks underneath, the paint, the beaver tail right there, the teeth, the hair. This is just probably one of the coolest knife slips I've ever seen. And I think it's epic. And it'll, Jonathan's one of my best friends I ever had in my life. So this one means a lot to me just because he made it. Even if it wasn't this cool, I'd still love it just because it's him. So there is my last slip. I have probably about 20-30 of them that I made that I'm gonna sell, so I'm not gonna show you those. So they're not really mine. These are the ones I use right here. So there you go. Tell me down in the comments, which one do you like the best? There's so many to choose from. I love every one of them. I carry every one of them except for this one. I just don't have a knife for it. But I'm so happy that I got to have a diverse, what do you call it, collection of makers that I'm really friends with. And that's one of my favorite things is, you know, being on Instagram, YouTube. I get to meet a lot of leather workers, knife guys. So super tickled with all these. Wanted to show them off. I know it's been a crazy long video. If thank you, you're a real OG if you hung out this long. And if you did hang out for 35 minutes and 30 seconds, go ahead and comment down in the bottom of the video, Elvis Presley. If you say Elvis Presley, I know you're a real one. You stayed the whole way. Appreciate every single one of y'all. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. It's that little red button right down there. And don't forget to tell your friends, your family, your mom and them, your baby mama, your crush, your barber about Richter knives. And this is Richter, out.